Jesus Freak here. Just looking at some of the stuff I don't have hooked up to my computers. This is an older style of USB Wi-Fi dongle. Nowadays you can get ones that plug in, you don't see them at all. You just plug in, they take the slot, but that's all the room they take. But this one, it's got a cable. It even has an antenna on it which you can upgrade and replace, which I did. Now, when I lived with my ex, there was a period I had to mooch off other people's internet. And even when I did have internet of my own, it was impractical to run cables all around the trailer, so I used my wireless router and I plugged this into one of the computers. Well, not exactly this one. It was an older model that used a different chipset, but it looked exactly the same except it was gray instead of black. And basically what this was meant for is you plug it into a laptop, you go driving around looking for stronger signals, you know, and you go around. It's called wardriving. This is a reference to what, you know, pranksters used to do back in the day about, 35 years ago. They'd go around dialing random numbers trying to see if there was a computer on the end. It was called war dial. So this is a war driving stick, but it's just a USB adapter or wireless adapter. That's all it is. This, it's another USB adapter. This is an internal SATA hard drive, 3 terabytes. I haven't used it for anything yet. I don't currently have anywhere to plug it into my computer, but it's not a big deal because I don't need it right now. Just plug the drive into the SATA power, SATA and SATA power ports on there. AC adapter, USB 3 data. You can tell it's USB 3 because it's got a blue plug. I have the wall wart plugged into a rat tail. Gives it an extra foot. Means that if I got a bunch of wall warts, I could plug them into a surge strip and it won't be a problem. I actually have a few of these, and several of my hard drives are connected to devices like that. Now, with older versions of USB, you'd take a big speed hit if you were using one of these kits. It's not so big a deal now with USB 3. So I hook up USB 3. To me, it's just like having it plugged into the computer itself. Of course, it means I got a lot of stuff taking up spots and taking up plugs, but quick and easy way. It's not too expensive to make use of my extra hard drives, get some more hard drive space. I'm currently backing up another drive. I've had when my last computer croaked on me because I did a stupid, I mentioned this in previous videos, I just hooked my drives up to the computer I was using before it, which is actually a better computer. And they mostly work. I'm not running Windows on here, so they don't all work exactly perfect. I'm making the most of the situation. Support for NTFS, which Windows uses, has always been a bit flaky. So, if I have issues, it's the easiest thing to do. Copy the files off, reformat the disk, ext4, or which is what Linux uses natively, and just copy everything back. If I needed compatibility between Windows and Linux, just use FAT32 or something. I have to rely on a few crutches for the time being until everything's back at some semblance of normalcy. Anyway, just thought I'd talk about these things a little bit. Jesus, freak out.